Hello, my name is Pastor Philip, and today we're going to be talking about relationship. What is relationship? Why do God want us to relate to one another? Or what relationship has to do with love? Love is the greatest of all. We have the agape love, that is the God-given love, and we have the erotic love, that is a love between man and woman sharing sexual love activities. But we have to know what actually love is. Because love, we interpret love based on our own understanding, you know. Or sometimes we interpret love based on what we see in Hollywood, in the movies. But, we need to understand and really know what love is. Sometimes we think we know what love is, but when we find out, we don't know what actual love is. Love is not only the feelings. Love is very, very deep. You know, Sometimes, we get in a relationship, and after some time, that relationship fade, or man and woman get can get along anymore. Then we come out to say, "Well, I don't love this person anymore. I don't love this person anymore," or "She don't love me anymore," or "He don't love me anymore." But from the beginning, was it really love? Was it really love? Love is a relationship. We have our love with God, and we have also love with our fellow men. Because the love for God, that is His agape love, is unconditional. God love is unconditional. Unconditional in the sense that God loves you without any condition. But men love based on condition. Well, I love this girl because she's beautiful. But when that beauty is fading away, when she's getting older and older all the time, and that beauty is fading away, then they back off. That's a conditional love. I'm not saying that it is not good to love a beautiful thing, but we should love as God's want us to love unconditionally, no matter what the situation of the person may be. But I want to love you to the point where it don't have to be on a condition. You know, Sometimes we love especially in this generation where people love for so many things. I love this guy because he's so handsome, or I love this girl because she working and getting a good paid job, or I love this person because they are popular. These are conditions that we put ourselves in. As a result, the relationship can last. But you will ask me, what can we find a true love? It is very difficult. Even the Bible asks, who can find a good wife? That's the question. Who can find a good wife? Who can find a good husband? But before you think about finding somebody who is godly, who is good, you should also know within yourself, you have to be what you want your partner to be. Because God will not give you His best when you don't want to be His best. A lot of time, relationship, not giving to work with people, especially in the church, divorce rate is higher among Christians, among believers, than people in the world. Why? Because we are not going according to the plans of God when it comes to relationship. Relationship means to relate. Two people relating to one another. Two people understanding one another. We are not perfect. We are not God. But we develop and learn to live with one another. We develop to live and understand one another. Because God showed His love first. The Bible says, for God so loved the world that He gave His best. So in relationship, we need to give our best. I can't wait and say, well, you know what? Let me just hold what I got for this lady and let her give me the best before I can get. No, you have to give your best, no matter what. Or some will say, well, I have been disappointed before, and I had a I've been married 2 or 3 times and I was disappointed, so I can't give my best in this marriage. No, give your best, no matter what. Because whenever you try to live in the past will always hold you down. Because sometimes people live in the past. They've been in a relationship where they were abused, misused, and when they get into the new relationship, they don't know how the relationship is going to be like. Then they want to live in the past, thinking that what happened with them in the past is going to happen with them in the new relationship. So they begin to hold the good things back, and as a result, the relationship fails again. Give your best no matter what. Give your best. And when you give your best, God in heaven knows. Because relationship is a very, very important thing to God. Because it was God who created relationship. It's God who put the man and the woman together. And the devil don't want, it's so powerful. It's something spiritual when a woman and man agree to come together. It built off the forces of God against the forces of darkness. This is why Satan don't want things. He doesn't like marriage. He doesn't want people to get together, because men and women get together, they can be so powerful. Not only in sex, but in so many ways. And sometimes again, we're married because we are a sex-driven individual. In a sense where people, the whole mind when it comes to relationship is all about sex. It's all about sex. Sex is very much important. It's God who created sex. But it should not be the number one thing in a marriage or relationship. The number one thing in a marriage and relationship is God. You can have all your enjoyable sex life, but without God it's nothing. Because it's God who created sex. God created sex for man and woman to have an intimate relationship to enjoy. We abuse sex. We abuse sex to the point where we put sex in the marriage as number one before God. And that is not right. If you want to enjoy your sex life, if you want to enjoy your relationship, put God first. God is the God who designs relationship. God is the God who put men and women together. He knows. He created it. He knows the best. So why we can't give it to him? My brothers and sisters, we are living in these generations when things are just fast, everything just going like that. Because we don't know what relationship is all about. Because we don't know how to relate to our husbands and wives. I tell you a story. Just common story that talks about how man and woman should understand the relationship. The relationship between man and woman that was created by God is a spiritual thing. It's not only things in the flesh that we should enjoy one another in the flesh. We should also enjoy one another in the spirit. But none, we don't have the time to enjoy a relationship in the spirit. We always want to enjoy it in the flesh. As a result, we miss the mark of God's plans for marriage. No wonder why the marriages are just failing every second, every day, because man has an interpretation for marriage. God's interpretation of marriage is quite different from man. Man's interpretation of marriage is based on the physical, but God's interpretation of marriage is based both on the physical and the spiritual. We men left the spiritual aspect of marriage out. As soon as we see this person so handsome, he making some money, ooh, you like them. We want to try relationship. Every relationship we want to try it. Like someone going into the store to try on shoes. No. The body is very much important, especially the woman body and the man. You can just try relationship like you try on shoes in the shoe stores. No. You have to know how to take care of your life, your body. You can't just go with every Tom, Dick, and Harris trying to find the best man, or you can go with every or Aunt Sarah to find the best woman. You have to be yourself. You have to understand yourself. Marriage is very much important. Love is very much important. Love is not only based on sex, but love is based on trust. Love is based on commitment. Love is based on God. If you put your marriage, your relationship in the hands of God, allow God. If your partner is not godly like you, just do things that will reflect God in your life. Your partner will be attracted to it. This is how it is. And we are not enjoying that fullness of marriage. We are not enjoying that fullness of love. It's because we missed the mark. It's because the devil interprets love for us instead of allowing God to interpret what love is. The devil interprets marriage or love in a way where we only depend on the flesh. Sex. They say sex sells. That's the word definition. But in God's definition, sex is not for sale. Sex is part of your life. You are not to sell it. It's for the person that God has given for you. It's for the one and only person that God, then you can enjoy it in God's will. Some people are enjoying the fullness of God's marriage or God's blessing in a marriage. Some are not enjoying it because they are not following what God wants us to follow. My brothers and sisters, life, love is not only sex. It is part of love, but it's just a teeny part of it. There's so much that God has in stock for relationship. If God found out right person for you, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it according to God's will. You're going to enjoy it to the point where you say, God, thank you. Because God wants you to relate to your partner, not only in sexual way, but in every aspect. In the physical, in support, in encouragement. That is God. God is the God of the fullness. He's not God of half. So be blessed. Pray for your relationship. Pray for your partner. Pray God for the right partner. That God in heaven, He said, I will give you the desires of your heart. But sometimes we pray when God gave us the right partner, but we overlook it. We try to tell God who we want. But what God is going to supply your need. It's not what you want. It's what you need. God wants to supply your needs, not your want. Because your wants can put you in trouble. Your want is selfish. It's you. But God needs. He knows what you need. He said, I will supply all your needs according to my riches in glory, not your want. Oh, I want this man. I want this woman. No. God will find the right partner for you only if you continue to be on your knees and ask Him. He said, ask and it shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. God bless you. Have a happy relationship. And may God bless your marriage. And if you are looking for a partner, continue to pray. And God will give you the best. God in heaven knows He will never leave you, neither forsake you. I'm Reverend Philip Blambo. For now, talk to you next week on my channel on Facebook or on YouTube. God bless you.